guys, so today I'm doing an e.l.f. do's and don'ts because I feel like e.l.f. is really a hit or miss brand. So let's get started. Okay, so starting with the loves, my first love is this e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer, and a lot of people really like this. It's super pigmented and it stays on for a really long time. The only thing I don't like is when you put a brush to it, it kind of like goes everywhere. That's the only thing that I'm not a big fan of, but otherwise this is like a really great product. And then along the same lines of that is this e.l.f. blush, and this particular one is in Pink Passion, but all of them are great. And these don't go everywhere when you put a brush to it, so that's great. And again, they last forever, and the payoff is great for those. The next product is the e.l.f. Brightening Eye Color, and this one is in Punk Funk. And this is obviously not something that I would use every day, but these are very, very pigmented, as you can see. And again, they last a really long time, and they're super creamy, and there's little fallout with these, so I enjoy these. And then I have a lot of e.l.f. brushes, so a lot of these are brushes. And then one that I really, really like is the e.l.f. Kabuki Face Brush, and this is really, really soft. So I like this, and you can use this. I use it for powder most of the time. And then probably my favorite brush out of all of them is the e.l.f. Powder Brush. It looks like this. It's kind of like a flat top brush, kind of like the Sigma F80, I think, but obviously not as expensive. And the only thing I don't like about this is mine kind of fell apart a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal because I just super glue it most of the time. I haven't done it yet, but it keeps falling apart, but I love it enough to put it in the loves. And then the next brush is the e.l.f. Small Angled Brush. And for me, this is too thick for eyeliner, but you could use it, but I just don't. I normally use this to fill in my eyebrows, so that's a really good brush. And then, sorry, these aren't really organized anyway. Next one that I really like is my e.l.f. Blush Brush, and this is really, really soft, and it just fits on your cheeks perfectly, so I love that. Next is this e.l.f. Concealer Brush. I honestly don't use this for concealer, but you could. It's the perfect size for concealer, but I use this as a lip brush most of the time, so that's why it's red. It's kind of dirty, sorry. But this is super dense, so you can really pack on a dark color with this. And then for the eye brushes that I love, I have the eyeshadow brush and the defining eye brush. These are both awesome. I use these every day, and again, they're both dense, so you can really pack on some color with it. And this one just fits perfectly on your lid, and this is super great for putting it in the outer V is really good, or on the inner corner. So let's get into the letdowns. Okay, so I don't have that many don'ts, but what I do, I really, really don't like. So I'll start off with the brushes, and the first one is the Professional Fan Brush. And this is just really flimsy and floppy, and it doesn't do much. Fan brushes are normally supposed to take away fallout if your eyeshadow gets on your face. But this honestly doesn't, and it's kind of scratchy. Same kind of thing with this. It's the Total Face Brush. I used to really like this when this was the only brush that I had, but now that I have other brushes, this isn't that great. It's really scratchy, so I mean, if you're a beginner, then this would be pretty good to use for everything, but if you're a little bit more advanced, then I wouldn't recommend that. And then Professional Bronzing Brush. Basically, if you see one of these red brushes that have the reddish bristles, then I really wouldn't buy them, just because they're normally super scratchy. So same story with this. Next thing is the eye primer and liner sealer. The primer is in a stick form, and I find it doesn't really come off of the stick. It's kind of dry. And then the liner sealer, it looks like that, and it kind of gets in your eyes. It's really watery, and it kind of burns your eyes, so I don't like that. And then next is the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner crayon. Few things that I do like about this: it's retractable, so you don't have to sharpen it, but the color isn't exactly how it is in here, and it's not that pigmented, and it's kind of like chunky, so I don't really like that. So those are my e.l.f. Do's and don'ts. I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching. Bye.